traditional anime review. Today we look at episode 7 of the Akashic Records. So I'm really beginning to love this show, like quickly. It is definitely rising up. It's probably my top 3 favorite for this season. I don't think it's first place yet, but it's definitely maybe third place at the moment. This week's episode, we focused a lot more on Real, which was kind of cool. I liked learning a lot more about her backstory, and we got to see her really have like a temper tantrum when, she kind of approached Glenn near the end and said like, "Oh, what did Sistine and Rumia take you away from me?" It was interesting. It looks like something involving her brother, which apparently must have passed away, or something must have happened to the brother, that caused and her to become very close, or at least her closer to Glenn. And I think in some ways it made her very obsessive of Glenn. And we didn't see that like full blown this episode until the very end, which was kind of cool. I mean, it was very well done in my opinion. I think it was very well done in general. I mean, this whole episode, it was a little scary at first when I'm like, oh, it looks like we're having a beach episode. I'm like, beach episodes to me are sometimes hit or miss. They're sometimes fun, they're sometimes comedic, but typically, they sometimes just kind of seem shoehorned into a story just to be that kind of fan service episode. But in this week's episode, it was actually meant to enhance things and actually have it where Glenn shows that he might be doing things for, what looks like himself or for other people, but really he's doing it because he has to. And this is because he knew, like Rumia called him out on it. It's like, oh, you know that this is the easiest place for you to keep an eye on me in case anything happens. And, he does have an ulterior motive and he wanted everyone to unwind and not have to deal with so much stress. So he was looking out for his class and he was looking out for his friends, obviously. But really, though, I think that it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Real because Glenn puts out a comment saying that apparently his friend told him to watch out for Real. And he's like, I don't understand why he said that because she seems like a normal girl. But if you think about it, what if Real gets so pissed off and so worked up at Sistine and Rumia that she goes after them? It's a very big possibility. So I'm very curious about that, what that's going to do in the series later on. But yeah, great episode overall. I really dug it. It was amazing. Not per se too much action this week. More so at the beginning was funny. Like I thought the beginning was gonna be like a little bit of action when they were training, but it was just meant to be kind of goofy and silly, which I'm perfectly fine with. I don't know, like what? I'm tempted to have a poll, not a poll, but I would love you guys' feedback in the comments below. Who's your favorite girl of the show so far? Out of the three, we'll say Rumia, we'll say Sistine, and we'll say Real. So choose one of those three and tell me what you guys think of them. I'm gonna say I'm leaning towards Sistine a little bit. Real would definitely be close, but I don't know. Right now it's Real first, Sistine second, and Rumia third for me. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun with that. I'll probably do a Twitter poll also because I'm very curious about people's opinions on that. But anyways, guys and girls, have a great blessed day. I'll be reviewing I think a few other shows today, so look out for that. Anyways, bye bye everyone.